Yes, KC9VKV, Whiskey Bravo 3, Golf Bravo Foxtrot.
Okay, try that one more time. I'm getting some QRM adjacent frequency splatter, I think. Try again, please, sir.
Okay, that's Whiskey Bravo 3, Golf Bravo Foxtrot.
I got you there. This is KC9VKV. What's the name there?
Name here is Fred Foxtrot, Radio Echo Delta. I'm located in Pikesville, Maryland. Yourself?
Roger, on Pikesville, Maryland. What kind of power are you running, out of curiosity?
About 200 watts peak.
Oh, roger that. Roger that. Yeah, we've been doing our morning QSOs on this frequency of Friday mornings at 10:30, and the 100-watt stations are coming in at a couple of dB above my noise level at 300 to 500 miles. So we thought maybe switching this to the afternoon would give us some better propagation. Roger?
Roger there, Jim. What are you going to be on this frequency from here on out, or what?
Yeah, I'm going to go on this frequency. We've been on this frequency in the mornings, so we're just going to switch to afternoons on Friday, 3:30 till 5, Friday afternoons on this frequency. Roger?
Roger that. KC9VKV from WB3, Golf Baker Foxtrot. Roger that. I'm going to tune in and see what the deal is there with you. You sounded pretty good. You're 5'9" plus here. With the QSB, you're dropping down to 5'9", even then going up to at least 15 over at times. Go ahead.
Oh, roger that. Well, what we hope to do is have a Class A signal from, up in Canada, Montreal to Miami, and then across from New York to New Mexico. And we're looking to do our air checks of folks that want to, check out their air transmitters, their audio. And we are recording our Qso-Vlog continuously from 3:30 till 5, and then posting it within a couple of days up on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, that will bring up our Qso-Vlog page, and on that page you'll find one that's titled My Group Air Checks, date 11/2/18, and today we're going to have two. We're going to have a morning and an afternoon, and this one will be the afternoon, 11/2/18 afternoon. Roger?
Roger that. Certainly will. I'll check that out. Now, when I do a call sign search on YouTube, is that what I put in when I'm not familiar with using YouTube and looking up stuff, so can you brief me on just how I would do that? I would log into YouTube, and then what?
Well, you don't really even have to log into YouTube. Just bring YouTube up, and in the search, just type in KC9VKV once you're in YouTube, and that'll take you to our Qso-Vlog page. Roger?
Roger, gotcha. Okay, signed in, Miss Jim. Well, I was kind of listening to you when you were tutoring the other guy, so I'll let you get back to him if he's still on board, and see if he gets everything all straightened out there. Go ahead.
Roger. I appreciate the call there, and you are sounding good. Might use just a tad more top-end EQ if you can. I always favor just a little bit more top-end EQ than what you would think, because in a distance, there's an ebb and flow of the transmission, kind of a fading in and fading out, and usually the first thing that gets lost in the translation is the top end of the audio spectrum in your signal. So if you have a nice solid top in there, it's just more that doesn't get lost to help your intelligibility. If you're just kind of flat in that top NTQ, well, then when you get 400 or 500 miles and that signal starts to ebb and flow, the first thing that gets lost is the higher frequencies in the audio content. Roger?
Yeah, Roger. Sounds like a freight train coming down the track. It sounds different way off than it does when it's right up on you. So that's very interesting. Very fine there, Jim. But I'm afraid to fool with this thing, messing with the audio EQ transmit and or receive. And so if it's sounding kind of good, I did not to mess with it after I get the first instructions of how to make it sound like it's sounding, however it's sounding. So be interesting to check that out. Go ahead.
I understand exactly, and you're close enough. Say no more. You are close enough, Roger.
Okay, good. By the way, this is a Fox Tango 1000 MP and do a homemade delta loop up at about 42 feet or so at the apex.
Roger, Roger. And what kind of mic are you running?
Stock mic from Yaesu with this FD 1000 MP stock mic.
Roger, sounds good. Sounds good. I would get me some Gorilla Tape and tape it down.
Well, I may as well, because I haven't touched it since I got it, because I got reports, and I thank you for that report. I've gotten reports similar to that about the audio quality and all, so I ain't fooling with nothing. Just let it be as it is, Qso.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, your modulation is a very fat signal. You're probably about 3.5 dB. It's somewhere in there, but it sounds really good, and I wouldn't change a thing. And if you want to hear it, if you go to YouTube in the next couple of days, it usually takes a couple of days for me to get it up to YouTube. But if you go to YouTube and do that call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, that will take you to the my Qso-Vlog page, and on that page you'll find a session called My Group Air Check. And the date 11/2/18, 11/2/18, and afternoon, because there will be two today, one in the morning and one in the afternoon, and obviously this one is in the afternoon. Roger?
Roger, got you. Certainly will. I'll keep a check on that. I'd be interested to know what I sound like on the other end over there. Jim, thank you very much for that insight there, and I certainly will check it out. Qso?
Roger, Roger, and thanks for the drop by. We appreciate that, and like I say, we will be here next Friday afternoon at 3:30 till 5 on Eastern Time. Roger?
Roger that.
So we'll say threes for now. You have a good afternoon. Thanks for dropping by, and we'll catch you later. It's KC9VKV, the Qso-Vlog, and if you have a radio you want to check out the audio on, give us a shout. We are recording. It's KC9VKV.